Hello, my name is Alessandro Pagani, Head of Mortgage and Structured Finance at Lumi Sales and Chairman of the Fixed Income Investor Network. FIN is an investor-driven and investor-focused network of industry leaders that was founded around a clear and ambitious goal: to become the voice of all investors in structured finance markets. In its first year, FIN has gathered over 200 members from over 170 firms. FIN is committed to providing three main services: networking channels to collaborate and connect, educational forums in which to learn and share opinions, promote a well-functioning marketplace by providing investors with a platform to share their voice, reach a consensus, and where appropriate, advocate on behalf of that consensus. In simple terms, think of FIN as a broad investor network founded on three pillars: networking, education, and advocacy. The global pandemic has clearly posed significant challenges in implementing several in-person networking events that we have planned. The fact that I'm speaking with you virtually is a testament to those challenges. Nevertheless, the interest in FIN from the investment community and the need for its services has only grown during these difficult times. To that end, let me introduce you to fellow board members who are directly responsible to implementing FIN's agenda.
Hi, I'm Ann Rutledge, CEO of Credit Spectrum Corp., a predictive credit analytics firm and Director of FIN's Education Committee. I'm very proud to be a part of FIN. It's a pioneering organization that brings investors together to exchange and share knowledge. Our vision statement is "Better investors make better markets." Recognizing the importance of informed investors, FIN established the Education Committee. We work collaboratively with FIN subject matter task forces, CLOs, RMBS, CMBS, Consumer and Commercial ABS, and ESG to produce topical, practical, forward-looking programming for investors at all levels of experience. Globally, the structured finance market is one of fixed income's largest, most important sectors. It's of pivotal importance in channeling financing to the real economy. And yet, though structured finance is almost 50 years old, you still can't go to university to get educated in it. Structured finance education is mainly provided by market participants. They have their agendas. We're the buy side. We bring the investment capital. We are users of high quality information. That's our agenda. For now, enjoy our dedicated education track at IMN Structured Finance conferences. But bear in mind, we have much bigger plans ahead. We welcome you to join us and make better markets together.
My name is Eric Kaplan. I'm the director of the Housing Finance Program at the Milken Institute Center for Financial Markets. I also serve as vice chair of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau Consumer Advisory Board and as an independent board member for the board of directors of Kroll Bond Rating Agency. I'm very pleased and proud to say that I'm now a member of FIN and will serve as chair of the RMBS task force. From an investor perspective, RMBS is much more than delinquencies, defaults, prepayments, losses, and returns. It's also about what drives these metrics: risk allocation, finding value, and so much more. We learned from the financial crisis that even the most diligent investor can be blindsided, and every RMBS investor knows what I mean by the investor trust gap that arose out of the financial crisis. Post-crisis RMBS looks a lot different than pre-crisis RMBS, but assets, deal structures, and the securitization process itself remain incredibly complex, and the COVID-19 pandemic throws many curveballs into the RMBS landscape. I spent almost the entire post-crisis period working on the RMBS reform effort. I'm excited to collaborate directly with FIN members to help the investor community strengthen its ability to make informed RMBS investment decisions and ensure that investors are better able to understand and protect their rights. What we do within the RMBS task force should serve to help support FIN advocacy as well. Vince Fiorello will guide FIN advocacy following many years of investor advocacy and a long and accomplished career in mortgages and fixed income. It's critically important for investors to be able to advocate for themselves and have a forum where they can express their collective and undiluted voice to policymakers and other stakeholders. It shouldn't take a decade of torturous litigation for the investor voice to be heard. We've all seen firsthand how education and advocacy, or the lack of it, can impact investors. The housing finance system falls apart without investors. And so I look forward to being as helpful as I can to Finn and the investor community through the RMBS task force.
I am proud to be serving as the chair of the Women at Finn Committee, whose objective is to provide a community within a community for women in the structured finance investment sector. The purpose of this community is to foster senior level connections, resulting in a broader and deeper professional network among women for the purpose of knowledge sharing, camaraderie, and potentially new opportunities in one's career. In addition to networking, Women at Finn will strive to elevate the profile of women as leaders within Finn by nominating them for board, committee, and task force positions, and in outward bound communications from Finn, including events and thought leadership content. I look forward to working with the committee members on achieving these goals and welcome anyone with interest in joining. Please to reach out to us at contact@thefin.org and indicate your interest in joining Women at Finn.
Hello, my name is Manish Kapoor, Managing Principal at Westby Capital and Chairman of the Fixed Income Investor Network. When a few of us joined hands to establish Finn, we saw a clear need for a place to socialize the buy-side view. Structured finance has gone through a consistent process of evolution in the last 30 years. In the process, structured finance has become more ingrained in the DNA of our economy and society. From what is seen as commonplace, but is remarkable, the 30-year mortgage, for example, more an exception to the rule from a global perspective, to ever-expanding areas such as renewable energy. The common theme being ways to fund economic innovation. After the 2008 crisis, I had a front row seat to the chaos as I spent a few years managing one of the books at the Lehman bankruptcy estate. Since then, I've spent some time thinking about what it takes to be a skilled investor. There will always be curveballs, conflicting signals, data and noise. When I look back at all the different crises I've seen from LTCM in '98 down to the present coronavirus crisis, there is no unifying theme. Crises come in different forms and shapes, and you can be assured that the next crisis will be nothing like the present one. The skill set for an investor is separating knowledge from the noise, being able to see through the fog and come up with a coherent thesis. I very clearly remember the 2008 crisis, which for some of us started early in the summer of 2007. As I sit here before you, the coronavirus pandemic has been even far more reaching in its consequences. However, it has caused all of us to think out of the box and compress 10 years of innovation into the last 6 months. More than ever, there is a need for investors to be part of a group where they can learn from each other and share their opinions. The lifeblood of any group is its members, and we are fortunate to have 200 active and highly opinionated members. I'm very excited about how Finn has gone from being a new organization to one with new task forces on CLOs, RMBS, CMBS, ESG, and more task forces coming. I firmly believe that an open mind makes for better investors. Openness to question commonly held notions on the market, openness to relentlessly innovate. All of us at Finn can help each other in encouraging this mindset of curiosity and innovation. I invite you to reach out to any of us to learn more about Finn. Thank you.